Now, Princess Cruises are next on board the Sapphire Princess, and this is a 23-night Beijing to Singapore fly, cruise and stay. We just want to talk about Princess to start with as a company.
Yeah, well, they've got this wonderful promise at the moment where they say a cruise isn't good unless you come back new, and that's the way that they build their schedule. The idea of coming back completely refreshed, coming back almost like a new person with all the worries, all the stresses just completely washed away, and that's what you're going to get with a Princess cruise. A wonderful kind of traditional environment with very high standards of service. Great entertainment, but with lots of innovation, so lots of different things. They've got the piazza. They model their ships around the piazza, which means the central area there is like a small Italian town where the life of the whole ship happens. And you've got cafes there, you've got wine bars. They have the captain's welcome party there with a massive champagne waterfall where all the champagne pools down all these flutes. You also find that they've got the sanctuary deck with, you know, with Princess as well, which is the adult-only zone. So if you travel with a family and you want to get a bit of me time, that's your place to head to. Award-winning spas, and this particular ship launched in 2004, so she's quite a new ship, and loads to do.
It was interesting what you said about coming back feeling refreshed, but you know, you really do a cruise holiday. Everything is so organised. Anyway, let's crack on with the itinerary on this one, because it is amazing, actually. We're flying to Beijing, and you've got an extra 2 nights in a hand-picked hotel there. They're free, aren't they? They
are, yes. We've included that in the deal for you. So this has been the seat of power in China since the days of Kublai Khan. It's an amazing place. You've got the Forbidden City here, 250-acre complex of palaces, pavilions and courtyards where the emperor once ruled from his dragon throne. Even the most seasoned travellers, you are going to love this. It's incredible. As you approach the Forbidden City, these 25-foot high walls, enter through this magnificent gate. It's going to take your breath away. Not only that, we're giving you a free tour on day 3 to go and enjoy the Great Wall of China, and this is stunning. It stretches over 4,000 miles. It was at one time guided by over 1 million men. And of course, beyond the Great Wall of China, you're going to get a chance to try Peking duck in its own legendary location. Oh, with those pancakes.
Is it really amazing?
Oh, tell me about it, honestly. I went quackers over it.
Oh.
I've just come up with that. That was quite.
There's a lot of cheesy jokes.
They're terrible gags.
Now, after you've had your 2 nights in that gorgeous hotel, your cruise begins, and you've got a day at sea, and then it's over to Shanghai, isn't it?
It is, yes. Shanghai, one of the most fascinating cities on earth. The old Chinese city remains. Gardens, temples, tea houses, and again, you'll see people practicing Tai Chi in the shadow of the city's jade Buddha. Then you're going on a relaxing day at sea. Then we hit Busan. This is South Korea, the second largest city in South Korea. Your gateway to a fascinating land full of high-rise towers and ancient Buddhist temples. From there, we hit Japan, Nagasaki, often described as the San Francisco of Japan. And again, it occupies verdant hills, this deep water bay, and it's the setting for Puccini's Madame Butterfly, which gives you an idea.
Yes, of course.
Then a couple of relaxing days at sea, Sean, before we hit Hong Kong, where you've got an overnight to properly enjoy this wonderful location. Skyscrapers form a glistening forest of steel and glass, and you've got these junks and these sampans that are plying the busy waters. It literally means fragrant harbour. Of course, there's Victoria Peak, where you can get the funicular up there for amazing views, and Hong Kong wouldn't be Hong Kong without shopping. Literally, it's incredible. I mean, you've got narrow streets that are crammed with these noodle vendors, these fortune tellers, these bone setters. You can get everything from hand-tailored suits and shirts, and I recommend you do because it's such good value. The ancient porcelain to the latest consumer electronics to modern clothing. There's so much to see and do here. There's always a cruise along the Mekong River.
Now, a couple of days at sea, and then Bangkok.
Yeah, I love Bangkok.
What do you love about it, Keith?
Everything. Tuk-tuks. Yeah. Go do a ride in a tuk-tuk. Go out and get a massage by the wonderful blind people that are out by Wat Arun, and they massage you, and it's incredible. That's Wat Arun Temple, the Temple of the Dawn. You've got the floating markets there, the flower markets where you can head out. You've got the Tiger Temple where you can go to the Buddhist monks that have befriended these tigers. Soy Cowboy if you want real excitement. I'll say no more. And Khao San Road if you want the kind of hippie experience, which is talked about in the beach, and much more. It's an amazing place, but do a tuk-tuk ride and try the food.
And then a couple of days at sea, and then Singapore. Now, you do disembark in Singapore, but Planet Cruise have arranged an extra 2 nights there.
Yeah.
In a lovely hotel.
A lovely hotel, Sean. This is all included again. This is the extra value that we're giving you that you're not going to find anywhere else. And this is the commercial centre of Southeast Asia. And again, you've got Chinese shop houses with these red tile roofs, these kind of sturdy Victorian buildings, little Buddhist temples and Arab bazaars. I recommend going out to relax on the beaches of Sentosa Island. Definitely go to one of the world's largest walk-in bird aviaries where you'll see birds of every description just flying around you. There's an amazing night safari that you can do. That there is Marina Bay Sands. That took 3 months to rise up and put on top of those 3 buildings, and you can just relax in a beach on the top of that ship, have a cocktail and look out across the whole of Singapore. We're including a free Singapore Flyer tour. That's like the London Eye, but Singapore's version, and it's going to give you amazing views over the whole of the city. I've not even mentioned the Raffles Hotel. I've not mentioned the Long Bar, going in there, getting a Singapore sling and throwing your nuts on the floor.
When you actually break this down, an outstanding 23 nights there. You know, you get to see and do so much on that one, don't you?
You really, really do. It's a cracking itinerary. Yeah. You can just see on the map there, Sean, where you saw how it's going down the coast. So many different countries, so many different cultures. It's so exciting. Japan, look at that.
And everything is so well organised for you. I mean, this is what I love about the whole cruise experience. And if I was trying to visit all of those countries by myself, arranging my own transfers and
think of the nightmare and the stress and the worry that you have. You're waking up in these different locations, and it's a safe environment. It's a westernised environment. So you're going exploring these very different cultures, which are going to be very different to you. But you're coming back to something that you know and that you love. And
believe me, the whole cruise experience when it comes to the food, the service, outstanding. Now, this one works out, by the way, under £83 per person per night. We have got flights from London, but also Manchester and Glasgow there as well. And we are going to give you those extra 2 nights in both Beijing and Singapore. 4-star hotels. In fact, any hotels that Planet Cruise choose, they're always, you know, hotels that are in central locations and, you know, have great reviews online as well.
Do you know what one of my favourite things about cruising is?
Go on, what?
You only unpack once, Sean. That's all I'm going to say. You only unpack once.
Yeah,
it's always a stress packet. You unpack once
true.
and you see all these wonderful places.